morning. Today is March 2nd, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topic is the ban of Taiwan pineapples and 92 consensus. First, I want to ask, what is the connection between China's ban on Taiwan pineapples and the 92 consensus? What is interesting is that some KMT legislators say that if the Taiwan government accepts the 92 consensus, there won't be such problems. But I don't agree with them. Why? Well, we can see that former President Ma Ying-jeou said that the pineapple incident had nothing to do with the 92 consensus. However, some KMT legislators keep saying that it is because the President Tsai didn't accept the 92 consensus. So the Chinese government decided to ban the import. Well, we know that the so-called 92 consensus, 九二共识, is both sides recognize that there is only one China, but each side has its own interpretation. 一个中国各自表述. It is absurd to bring out the issue of using Taiwan pineapples in exchange for the 92 consensus, because Taiwan is an independent country and it is not part of China. It is impossible to make a concession when talking about sovereignty. China claimed the decision to ban Taiwan pineapples is because the mealybugs are found. However, the fact is that they can't stand seeing Taiwan move towards to international society. To be clear, China just wants to suppress Taiwan. B. The way KMT reacts to the pineapple incident is like a farce. Some KMT legislators criticize and say that the farmers are paying a price because they vote for DPP. What I'm curious about is, why doesn't the KMT criticize China's unilateral ban on Taiwan pineapples as a violation of trade laws? Instead, they criticize the Taiwan government. C. There's also another point. The cities and countries that are kind of affected by the pineapple incident are Kaohsiung, Pingtung, and Tainan. These cities and counties are considered to be more supportive for the ruling party, DPP. So is China targeting DPP? D. Well, how the pineapple incident will turn out remains to be seen. But one thing for sure is that there will be a tremendous impact on the votes for KMT. The question is the KMT defending for Taiwan or for China? Here are the top stories. Today, we have 0 confirmed cases. First, I want to talk about U.S. President Joe Biden calls for allies to form a new democratic summit. Biden hopes to strengthen the U.S. semiconductor supply chain by working with allies. In addition, he's kind of organizing a new summit called Democracy 10 or Tech 10, grouping of 10 leading democracies to coordinate against China. Taiwan is one of the 10. Well, President Tsai shows confidence in Taiwan's semiconductor industry. And she said that we know that countries around the world hope to get help from Taiwan with their auto chip shortage, which shows the importance of Taiwan in the global supply chain of semiconductors. Well, Minister of Foreign Affairs Joseph Wu said in the Legislative Yuan, saying that even though President Tsai and President Joe Biden haven't made a phone call, but U.S. commitment to working with Taiwan remains rock solid. 坚若磐石. In addition, TSMC is contemplating a mega site in Arizona, United States. We know that Taiwan semiconductor company TSMC will be kind of accelerating the layout of 6 new plants in Arizona, and it has recently continued to recruit employees, including people from Taiwan, and to the United States station. Well, as to the One China policy, U.S. Congressman Tiffany introduced bill to scrap One China policy, expand diplomatic, or we're talking about economic ties with Taiwan. Well, over here, you can see that U.S. Representative Tom Tiffany and Scott Perry called for the U.S. to resume formal diplomatic relations with Taiwan and end the outdated and counterproductive One China policy. The bill also directs the Biden administration to support Taiwan's membership in international organizations and to initiate negotiations with Taipei on crafting a U.S.-Taiwan FTA. Well, let's take a look at the trial opens for 47 Hong Kong activists. We know that the latest information is that all of them have to attend a new trial on May 31st. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken calls for release of Hong Kong democracy campaigners, and he posts on Twitter and saying that we condemn the detention of and charges filed against pan-democratic candidates in Hong Kong's elections and call for their immediate release. Political participations and freedom of expression should not be crimes. The U.S. stand with the people of Hong Kong. When moving to Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi appears in court and facing new charges. And she was charged with 2 more counts. And one is believed to be kind of over the publications of the information that may cause fear or alarm. Another is under a telecommunication law, kind of stipulating license for equipment. In the end, I want to share with you the Nobel Peace Prize. There are 329 nominations for the year's Nobel Peace Prize, including former U.S. President Donald Trump and Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg. That will be the view for today. This is Catherine from Taipei. I hope you have a nice night, and I'll see you again.